Hey guys, I see a lot of people around the internet saying that you should learn every note on the guitar fretboard. You should memorize every note. And I don't think that's actually a good idea. I think it's a much better idea to just learn all of the notes in the key of C. Because once you know the key of C, you'll know all of the other ones. So just memorize C. Just memorize that. It's so much easier to comprehend that and will actually kind of make more sense musically to just memorize C and then base everything else around that than it will to try and memorize every single note. Because once you've memorized C, you'll know all the other notes. Like once you know that this is a C, then you'll know, well, okay, well, right behind it is a B. Or right above it is a C sharp. You know, so, or once you memorize D, you'll know right below D is a D flat, you know? So you'll already know once all the other notes once you memorize just the key of C, and it's just much easier to comprehend. So let me start you off with how you should do this. So first, you should just learn the note C. Just memorize that all over the fretboard. Just C. Just learn one note, okay? That's gonna take you so far. You're gonna know almost half the notes really by just memorizing one note really well. You got C here, got C up here again, C here again, C here again, C here again, C, 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 and C. All right, and that brings me to my second point, which is to memorize all of the notes above the 12th fret. This has been a big problem of mine. I've completely ignored anything above the 12th fret for the most part. Definitely couldn't really tell you just bam right off the top of my head what the notes above the 12th fret were, and that's been a huge mistake. And when I've started doing a lot more soloing lately, it's really hindered me. You'll notice Prince, who's one of my favorite guitar players, most of his solos are above the 12th fret stuff, and actually most of the coolest stuff really when it comes to solos is above the 12th fret. So memorize all of the notes above the 12th fret. Don't ignore everything above the 12th fret just because it's not sort of the main strummy part of the guitar. You'll get a much clearer picture of things if you start working above the 12th fret. So after you've done the C, just move on to the next note. Just do D, okay? And you've already done C. So how hard is it just to go one up and go, okay, cool. I'm 100% sure that all the C's are right there. You know, so what do I want to do next? Okay, then I'm going to do my D's, you know? So one up from that is D. So memorize all your D's. And then once you've got that, you're almost halfway to memorizing the entire fretboard once you really know where those are. Because you go, okay, well, D, you know, D sharp is what? That's actually just E flat. So you already now know your E flat as well. So there you go. That's my tip for memorizing the fretboard. Do not try and memorize all of the notes, just memorize the key of C really well. And let's face it, most of the time as a guitar player, the songs that you're going to be playing are in keys that mostly use the white notes anyway. You know, keys like D and G and E minor and B flat, and most of the things that you'll be basing most guitar songs off of are sort of wrapped around those. And then when it comes to the non-white note kind of keys like A flat or B or F sharp, let's say it's B, well, you just kind of move everything down a half fret. So it's much better to just memorize the white notes of C and get really familiar with that. Start with the note C, and then after you've learned those two notes, then you can put together some kind of little improvised solo using just C and D to help ingrain these in your head. Whatever notes you've learned so far. So you can start off with just C, just learning just a C solo. And then you can come up with like a C and D solo. you go C and D solo. I'm gonna release that on iTunes. I'll see you soon.